For a year now, South Africans have been following proceedings at the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into allegations of state capture, shocked by the details and extent of the systematic plunder of government coffers. The commission was set up following allegations of corruption between the Gupta family and former President Jacob Zuma. Ntlantla Kgatlhane looks back at the first 12 months and some of the more prominent witnesses.
The first day of one of the much-anticipated inquiry investigating allegations of corruption between the state and private companies. The Zondo Commission soon learned how rule-bending in procurement and tender processes was the norm.
If anything that happened in relation to state capture, corruption or fraud in relation to procurement within South Africa government, then it should have followed these processes. And if it departed, it means it was not in accordance with these processes.
The very first witness, National Treasury Acting Chief Procurement Officer, William Matebula.
So help me God.
Thank you.
He told the Commission that the state had an annual procurement of approximately 800 billion rand.
So please raise your right hand and say, so help me God.
Help me God.
There was much interest in the whistleblowers.
I listened, he was talking like a radio.
Former Deputy Finance Minister Mcebisi Jonas testified that the Guptas had offered him a position of Finance Minister and also promised him 600 million rand and death threats if he were to disclose details of an alleged meetings between the Guptas, Duduzane Zuma and Fana Hlongwane.
The president was going to fire Mr. Nene because he could not work with them, which I understood to reference to the Gupta family. He said that, I quote, "You must understand that we are in control of everything," unquote. The National Prosecuting Authority, the Hawks, the National Intelligence Agency, and the old man do, and I quote, "will do anything we tell him to do." He said that the old man intended appointing me as a Minister of Finance. I was at this stage shocked and angered by this statement, and I said that I was not interested in becoming a Minister of Finance.
Now, at this stage, where is Mr. Fana Hlongwane and where is Mr. Duduzane Zuma?
They are in the room quiet, as if they don't exist.
Okay.
Mr. Gupta ignored what I said. He said emphatically that I must become Minister of Finance because that is what we want, the we want. By that, I would have to work with them. He also said that if I worked with them, I would become very rich, and that he could immediately offer me 600 million.
Out of courtesy, protocol and respect,
Former MP Faiki Mentor testified about the meeting with the Guptas at their Saxonwold residence. She claimed former President Zuma was present.
I immediately went ahead to tell the president what AJ had said to me, which was in relation to the offer, including the issue of the eminent reshuffle of Barbara Hogan, as he had informed me about. The president sought to calm me down. He did not address the issues that I was putting before him. He repeatedly told me to calm down. I felt that he was not paying attention to the issues I was bringing to his attention, and I felt that he was finding issue with me rather.
Acting GCIS Chief Executive Phumla Williams also took the stand. She said former GCIS head Mzwane Lemanyi sent her a text message while she was testifying.
Chairperson, I got a text message from Mr. Manyi, who is saying that I must say that the TNA breakfast didn't happen in his time, and it is my view that I think he's trying to influence my submission.
Thank you, Ms. Williams, for sharing that with us. The legal team and the investigators must just apply their mind to what the implications are of that text message to the witness and do the necessary.
Manyi approached the commission to clarify the text message. His testimony went beyond that. He took the inquiry by surprise when he accused evidence leader Vincent Malega of unfair treatment, asking him to recuse himself.
I can't move forward then, Chairperson, with a person who cannot admit when something is so blatantly wrong. So I request that he must recuse himself, and any member of the other legal team can continue from where he left off.
But Malega did not back down.
You are confronted off the mark with a request from my recusal based on matters that raises questions about my professional integrity. I own nothing in life except my professional integrity. It is my tool of trade, and to the extent that it is being questioned, I will ask for an opportunity to respond to it.
I understood that
Former Mineral Resource Minister Nwako Ramatlhodi also testified.
I then said to him, to the son, you are as good as my son. I mean, why would I run around bad-mouthing you when you are committing crime? I won't even tell your father. I'll just summon you and ask you, why are you involved in crime? So he then said to me, he's told his father the story.
One of the star witnesses was former Busasa COO, Angelo Agrizzi, dropping one bombshell after the other. Agrizzi testified about ANC leaders accepting bribes from the facility management company. He detailed how Busasa regularly made monthly payments to prominent MPs such as Vincent Smith and Nomvula Mokwenyane.
Mr. Watson would take money with to see to the minister when he was seeing the minister.
Okay.
Chair, is that sufficient, or must I give you the amount?
Well, you can tell us the amount as well.
I know the monthly amount was 50,000 rand.
Oh, and he would deliver it himself personally, or sometimes he would send you or somebody else?
I would have to pack it, and he often would deliver it in front of me.
Oh, so sometimes you went to Ms. Nomvula Mokonyane's house with him?
Yes, sir.
I'm Jacob Zuma.
When the man alleged to be at the center of state capture took the stand, he accused two senior ANC figures of being spies.
It's important for me so that you can see the behavior of people. What made Comrade Nwako to behave the way he did here? Saying that I've auctioned the country. In the NEC, I just do what I like. He's carrying out an instruction. He was recruited when he was a student in Lesotho to be a spy.
Zuma said the commission was not treating him fairly.
I'm being really cross-examined, very thoroughly, on the detail.
The commission also interrogated the controversial Estina dairy farm project. A former DDG of the Free State Treasury testified what happened when she attended a colleague's farewell function in 2015.
I said to her that, as she now said, we provide her with the reasons why we can't pay. We provide her with evidence that we do not have the 50 million.
Political analysts say, with the little time given, the commission has accomplished much.
It reminded us as South Africans of something that we tend to forget, that the Guptas are only one group of people who are doing this. They're not the only ones who are doing this. We've now seen that Bosasa is doing this. I can assure you that Bosasa and the Guptas are not the only ones who are doing this. Obviously, the Commission's resources are limited. It doesn't have 5 years to investigate, but it's certainly not impossible that we will see other companies appearing before the Commission because they have also done what Bosasa and the Guptas have done. It reminds us that this is not just one family or a couple of companies. It's a very serious problem which is damaging our politics and which we need to fix urgently.
After an extension was granted, the Commission is due to wrap up in March next year. Ntlantla Kgatlhane, SABC News, Johannesburg.